Hey guys and gals, let's take a look at the Tribute to Jules Verne's Books by LEGO. This is set number 40690, and this set was provided to me by the LEGO Group for early review, so thank you LEGO for sending me this set. And we have limited edition on the bottom of the box. That's pretty cool. So here we have Jules Verne and some various builds in the back. I'm not really familiar with Jules Verne. Last time I read one of his books was well back, probably about 30 years ago. And this is a gift with purchase offers, so check my description for the info on this. So you have to spend so much for this set to be added to your cart, supposedly free. And yeah, this doesn't look too bad. Here's the back of the box. Pretty much the same thing as the front. Let's open this up, and seeing that I do not actually have my box cutter, we're going to have to take another appropriate tool here. Let's take a set of house keys. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it. I've been doing too many reviews. And let's see what we got in here. Okay, that was LEGO. That's packed really sloppy. Okay, there's loose things. Oh, stickers. Thought it was somebody stuffed their credit card in there. Okay, that's probably a sloppy packed box. Probably one of the worst I've seen in a while. And numbered bags. Now I don't know the piece count of this, so I'm just assuming it's probably about 300 pieces. 4 bags of bricks. Dark red 6x8 plates and some 2x16 plates. Jules Verne. Yeah, that's not bad. And we have a really mangled up instruction manual that I'm going to have to flatten out. And this doesn't look too bad. It looks like a micro build. You know how I am with micro builds. Yikes, my hands are going to get a workout. But I think more than anything, everybody's going to be getting this figure here. Well, join me on my second channel. We're going to build this and come back here and take a closer look. Here is the Tribute to Jules Verne's Books. And if you watch me on my second channel, this is exactly where we left off with the build. And as you can see, it's basically a micro build. So here we have Jules Verne. Nice minifigure. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to go after him, especially if they're into Jules Verne novels. And anybody can help me what this stuff is. I can't remember if this is supposed to be a submarine or a boat. I haven't. Last time I saw 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, I think that's one of the movies. It was years ago, back in high school. And we got a train up here, and here's the top with some clouds, a little balloon. And yeah, I'm not much of a reader. At least I'm being honest with you. And there's that sticker right there. I wish that was printed. It would have been really nice. And this is essentially what it is. So we're just taking a complete dime tour. That's what it looks like on the bottom. Oh, somebody's taking a nap. Jules, you gotta get back to writing. But that's pretty much what this is. It looks nice. It's merely just a display piece. So we're going to start with play value, and this is exactly what this is. It's just a shelf queen. It's not meant to be played with. So you can just set this on your shelf, especially if you have a reading room or a little library in your house or just an area that you want to display memorabilia like this. This would be fine. But as far as for play, it's lacking. Build quality is average. This is a micro build, and yeah, this kind of feels flimsy. This balloon just feels flimsy. All around, just like I mentioned with play value, this is just meant to look at. It's not meant for you to play with or roughhouse or anything like that. Build experience, I'd say, was pretty good with this one. It kept my interest throughout the build. So it wasn't something that I was like, okay, I got to hurry up and get this done. It was pretty interesting how it was constructed. Now, if you're not a fan of small pieces, this set does have some, but it's not too bad. It's really good with just medium pieces. There's some small pieces, but it's not like you're putting a bunch of 1x1s together. For the most part, you're going to get at least a good, decent build experience out of this. It's not a long build. It's not lengthy. The instructions are easy to follow. Now, there's one thing to note. This set did not come with a brick separator. So if you put 2 plates in the wrong area, make sure you have a brick separator handy. It would have been nice if one came with this, but I think it's due to piece count. So this is just meant to just be displayed once you build it. So you don't have to take it apart or anything like that, unless you want to for parts. But for the most part, it does have a nice selection of pieces, smaller parts that I could use for smaller builds, like interior stuff. So it does have a nice part count. Now, could you put this in a Lego city? Not really, unless you make yourself a museum and you have like some ropes going around here and you can just have people walk around and have him as the guy that likes to talk about things. So hey, you can have Jules Verne in your museum. But other than that, though, there's not a whole lot you can do with a Lego city. Like I said before, there is some good parts you can use for the set, or if you want, you can expand on this and make it larger, or maybe make it minifigure scale. Would be really cool. So it's got some potential for that. So my final score is an 8.5 out of 10, just because some of this stuff just feels flimsy. No brick separator, and I wish this was printed. I'm not really dinging off for the sticker, but I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be getting this set just for this. So just remember, this is a gift with purchase offer, so you'll have to clear so much through the official Lego store to have this put to your cart. As far as for an official Lego store, like a brick and mortar store, I'm sure they also have that promotional offer running as well. So you may want to call ahead to find out. But I mean, honestly, it's not a bad build. It was just not my type of build, but it's still enjoyable nonetheless. But tell me what you think.